It's chatting time. Happy pre-Friday.
Happy Friday.
No, it's pre-Friday. Isn't it Thursday?
Is it Thursday? Oh shit! Am I that far gone? That I can know what day it is?
As my mother would say, Jamal, you live in happy.
Right. I cannot complain.
How's everybody in the live chat? Who do we have today? Oh my God. Hello, Black Lavender. And can we wait at least 5 minutes before we throw her in the dumpster, please? Hey, Gina
Hey,
Maxie.
Miss Pretty Lee. I'm sorry,
Hey.
we have a
Oh,
new subscriber. Hey, Miss Pretty Lee Random.
hey. And everybody, Jamal is in the chat as newish. So that's who newish is. Jamal is under his new channel name today.
Okay, hold up. Why do we keep saying my channel?
Oh, sorry. It's your idea. I had nothing to do with it. It's all
Okay,
your idea.
I get it. Okay, fine.
I am giving you
I get it. Okay,
credit.
it's okay. I
Oh,
understand.
is Ablavi in the room? Happy birthday,
Happy
Ablavi!
birthday!
Oh, wait, we have something for you. Happy birthday! Yes, I'm corny, but it's fun. Oh, gosh. All right, so hey, Ray Della. Let's see, who else is here? Farmata, hello. Gina Maxie, yay! Willow and Pixie, yeah.
I'm getting low feedback from you. Is it me or you?
Let me just switch out.
Okay. Is this better? Oops. Let me check.
Say something.
Hello? Can you hear? Is the
Hey, can you hear
audio
me?
better? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just I think StreamYard is doing its thing because it's a little laggy, but
Mm-hmm.
I've seen other creators have had the same issue over the last couple of days. So that could be
Okay.
just StreamYard's like, look, we tired.
Well, I don't have much luck with StreamYard. Let's turn off the phone and let's get started on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I enjoyed the show last night. What about you?
I thought it was pretty decent.
But you know what? I realized something
I
last
mean, it was
night.
pretty.
I realized that I really am enjoying the cousins, Heather and Whitney.
Yes.
And I feel like I have really gotten to know Whitney, her family, her sibling, her half siblings, the intermarriages, like her father's, addiction, like her being excommunicated. Like she's really letting it all hang out. And I'm very
All of it.
appreciative of that. Yeah.
And
There's no
she's fun too.
she is. She I would say
She,
she's almost normal.
she's normal but not normal. Like I think everything that she's gone through has led her to this point. Like with
Yes.
her, like the multiple marriages in her family, like the siblings having to band together, like
Mhm.
being excommunicated. I mean, that's a lot to go through, and she's kind of young to be going through all
She
that. So
is. And
the
I
way she's
think
handled herself is so good.
yes, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think these women think they can easily brush her aside because of her youth or because of the circumstance of being excommunicated. And
Right.
she she's she's spunky. and she can hold her own, and not in a rude
Yeah,
way, because she handled Mary very well at the Met Gala lunch. Because Mary tried to dismiss
exactly.
her, and she kept plowing through to get her point across with, even though she was being, talked over. But someone who hasn't been through what she's been through probably would have caved in that situation,
Exactly.
you
Because Mary
know?
tried her best to shut her down,
Mhm. Yeah.
and she was like, "No, I'm still talking, still talking." I was like, "All right, I see
Mhm.
you, Whitney.
Mary
I
and
see you."
Mary and Jen did not come off well in this episode.
I just think, for me, I want to like all the ladies. I want to like Jen and Mary,
Mhm.
but these petty little non-issues are taking away from their likability.
Yes.
Jen, like, you have not come up with one solid thing to be mad at Mary about. Yeah, the whole hospital thing. I'm sorry, I've been let that go. Particularly
Yeah.
if I don't know you like that, I would just let that go. It's not that deep.
But
Not that deep at all.
we're still harping on that. Now she's added in the 7-Eleven. Um,
Well, that's a
I
whole different issue, though. That's
I
a
know,
whole
but in my
different issue.
mind, I'm just like, how long are you gonna run with this?
The problem is with Jen is like she's over.
Uh, Hold on, people. I'm not sure what happened to Jamal. Let's see. He's back. Hello. I didn't do anything, I promise.
No, it's not you. It's actually stream. It's like, from what I understand, it's actually StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So let me log out completely. Let me come back in. Sorry. Keep going.
Okay. All right. So basically we start off the episode back at Mary's Met Gala luncheon. And Mary throws out Jen. Let's see. Jamal. Oh. I'm going to drop him down a little bit. There we are.
Hey, I can't even see you.
Don't worry, I'm here. I can see you. Oh, you're frozen. But I can hear
Okay.
you. I can
You
hear
can hear me?
you.
Okay, give me 2
Yep.
seconds.
Can everyone in the chat hear Jamal? Can you hear either of us? We're having a little technical issue. Well, there goes Jamal again. I'm going to drop the link. And if anyone wants to come up and chat with me, please feel free. Maybe the birthday girl will call in. Hey, Trey. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, JC Bear. Hey, Sad Star. Oh my God.
Hi.
Happy birthday!
It's just a quick one.
No worries.
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to say hi, and because I'm about to go out, I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to say I will be calling in tomorrow to read Mary thoroughly and read Jen thoroughly.
We will welcome you. I
All
saw
right.
you
Have
this
a good one,
morning on Up
everybody.
and Adam, and you had some really good points. So I'm holding you to that for tomorrow.
Absolutely, because we have that and we have Southern Charm, so that's going to be a doozy.
Well, let's see. I've been disappointed by Southern Charm this entire season.
All right. Bye,
All right,
everybody in
love.
the chat.
Bye.
Oh, hi guys. Hi Debbie.
Hey, let's see if we can get Jamal back up.
Yeah, StreamYard always acts up like that. Like it sometimes kicks people out.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, and I just lost Tony in the background. Jamal is still frozen. I'm gonna. Oh, there you are. Wait, I can hear you now. I have a picture, but you're frozen, and he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
What were your thoughts of last night?
First of all, I saw the episode started and I saw Mary and I saw the wig and I was like, should I just close the episode and just move on with my life? I'm not gonna handle that wig no more.
There we go.
Yeah.
Exactly. There we go. The live stream. I thought the wig.
It was a bit raggy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Who's wig?
Mary's
wig. It's always raggy, always trashy. It looks like a used old mop. That Met Gala party, that's that dollar store Met Gala right there. It really is. What the fuck was that?
Well, it was what Mary envisioned of the Met Gala, I guess. But I think the most telling thing of Mary
that's
is
her
that she
husband's
asked
Met Gala. She likes her stuff old. That's why. That looked like an old Met Gala right there. Jen Shaw. Listen, y'all. Jen Shaw's dramatic. Hi, Stephanie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, dear?
I'm great, thank you. I'm so glad I caught this.
Yay! So, what about Jen Shaw being dramatic? Oh my God, what a surprise.
Yeah.
She's dramatic. She's so dramatic, but this is the type of dramatic that we like. We like the messy dramatic. We like the useless dramatic. We like the dramatic. We like stuff like Jen Shaw, you know. Maybe Lisa Rinna sometimes. You know, that type of dramatic. But the type of dramatic that we don't like is the drama that came out about Mary Cosby and her husband. That's the type of stuff that we don't. So I don't know why people are complaining about Jen Shaw and her drama. Guys, it's fun. It's just all in good fun. She's trying to give us a good time. She's just dragging the storyline. It's okay. That's her job.
So the problem is we love her drama. It's just the subject of the drama is the problem.
Yeah, it's very minor. It's nothing major. Well, at least to me.
About the way Mary looked at her. The way Mary was like glancing at it, because I had the same fight in the morning today with my brother, and I see nothing wrong with it. So.
Yeah, no, she had no business even looking at her like that anyway, because Mary made one rule before they started that whole thing. You know, she said, "Everyone, you know, open up, but no interrupting, no chiming in." That. And can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay. And as soon everyone else was able to speak, and then as soon as Jen spoke, what did Mary do? She chimed in and interrupted. And then as soon as everyone was trying to take up for her, she continued to interrupt everybody else. And it was almost like, boom, she turned angry. There was no turning her back from being angry. And I almost feel like it was just a setup dinner. Like she said, she never wanted to invite her anyway. And she did invite her. So I feel like it was just a ploy to make her, because she knows how she kind of, you know, gets loud and bursts out. I feel like she pushed her to that level so that all the girls could then be on her side and not so much divided.
I will point out Troy's comment. She's on. Can someone explain Mary's concern for the wait staff failing?
Oh, yeah, at least Jerry knew all the names.
I know Walter too.
But have we noticed that Mary might set rules, but I don't think she thinks rules apply to her, whether she has set the rules or not.
Yes.
And I don't think manners apply to her either. And I thought this was just interacting with the women, but remember the scene in her house where her husband got her breakfast tray brought to her? Do you remember what he said? Linda or Melinda, can you bring the tray wherever you are? Like, it was very dismissive and condescending and insulting. And then the way how Mary said thank you to the lady was like offhand and flippant. And like the lady turned around like she wasn't
Like
even
she was
used to being
surprised.
said thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
It was
like
I have a
very
question.
telling.
yeah,
You know,
the first time you've ever said
um,
thank you. Yeah, I totally got
Jason
that too.
Jason Adams' fiance, he said this thing that he said that they were summoning her, and it's so accurate to be honest. Um, guys, I just want to add this one thing about Mary's behavior and the way she acts with people and the way that rules apply to people but don't apply to her. I don't know if I'm gonna explain this right from Arabic to English, but this is what we call in Arabic the God complex. Gods, what makes them different from humans is that a god can make a rule for humans, but rules don't apply to a god. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
For
That's
example,
exactly
we
what
have a life. We are born and we die. This is God's rule for us. God doesn't live and die. God is a God. Mary, the way she enacts her role in her house and the way she wants to enact these rules with the ladies around her, it's like a God complex. And I think she got that from the way she treats or the way she's used to acting and behaving with the people at church. They
Yeah.
boosted her ego. Their submissiveness just fed into her ego, and now she thinks that she's like higher than everybody else, and everyone is just beneath her. I'm depending on Jen Shaw to bring her down to earth.
Yes, me too.
Hey guys, so I remember an interview where they said that Mary was telling people like she was the vessel of God, like literally.
Mhm.
She told the congregation this. So that she believes that, so that's carrying over into her like her real life.
Yeah, her
She
everyday
treats,
life. Yeah.
she treats everyone like they're her parishioners or congregation. So yeah, that's where that comes from. So Southstar's not wrong on this, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I am with her 100%.
Sad Star, I have a theory for you with regards to taking down Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being Jen, because I don't think Jen is up to the task. I think Whitney has the ability to do it. And if we're going to stay like within the biblical context, it would be the ultimate David and Goliath. Because everybody underestimates her. She's the youngest in this group, but
she's strong.
yeah, she is. And she can hold her ground against the big dogs. Not calling anybody a dog, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I would love it if it were Whitney to do it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. She showed
Yeah.
up this episode.
She did. It's like she's growing on me. I
Me
like
too.
her story is interesting. It's so interesting and it's so complex. And like, who would like just looking at that girl from the first episode, her opening segment was her getting married or the vow renewal. Like,
Right.
who would have thought all of this would have come out from that opening scene? It's like the most beautiful flower opening.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it.
Yes. You say flower, I say it. It's like an onion peeling all the layers.
Yep.
But her
All-
tagline says it all. She says she's not afraid to this rose is not afraid of a little prick.
A little
So
prick.
basically she's letting you know like you can try it, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised with her. I was hoping this would happen, but I wasn't sure. And I've been telling people since day one, we have, in my personal opinion, Whitney is Ashley Darby season 1. How Ashley just jumped in, was fearless, said what she had to say, and she gave it to the people when she needed to. Whitney's doing the same thing, but Whitney's older. So Whitney's much more mature than Ashley was in her first season. So I like the parallel and I like Whitney a lot. I'm not sure if everyone else feels this way, but I enjoy Whitney and Heather together. And I did not think that was going to happen.
I know. I thought that might be weird too. Oh,
Heather,
sorry.
with the way she's Heather's like that friend you need in the group. She's the center. She's the calm one. She's rational. Like she's like, I love them both. I can be friends with them both independent of each other. I'm like, where are the rest of you in this? Why
True,
are
true.
Whitney and Heather the most mature? And Whitney's the youngest. You got Mary. She wants to be queen. She thinks she's queen. That's why she's projecting on Jen like, oh, she wants to be the top dog. She's just jealous of me. Man, no one is jealous of you marrying your step grandfather. No one. I'm sorry. I don't know anyone who wants that life. I just don't.
I know. And the fact that everyone said that nobody's thinking it when, Jen
That's a
said,
lie.
yeah,
I want to slap
exactly.
I want to slap Mr. Barlow for that one. I'm sorry. Quit lying.
I
Don't
know.
think it.
But you know what? Heather is super, super smart because although we did get to learn a little bit more about her as a parent, some of her financial situation, with how the ex-husband has always made sure that her and her kids did not suffer after the divorce, which I think was really smart. I think she's found the best way possible to maximize her airtime with a weak backstory. And that is she's Jenny's nanny. She runs after Jen all the time, going, woo, 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 it's okay. Just come on back inside. And then she can go to the opposing party, have dinner with them, and sit there and let them ramble on about being a top dog. She scored so many points for me, and yet, like, you have no bone in this broth. Like, it was crazy. Go ahead, Jamal. Go.
I have a question. Do we think Heather can do this? Because she's like, look, I'm divorced. People treat me some kind of way. I got 3 daughters, and I got a $20 million business. I ain't got time for all this. Heather's taking the more adult approach. Like, I have all this. I have like life going on, and then, the funny thing is, they all have really, really busy lives. So it's interesting that Jen and Mary are the ones getting to fight, because Mary, you got your congregation. You would focus more on that, but you're not. But then you got Jen over here. Like, we haven't really seen Jen do her job yet. We've seen a snippet of Mary doing her work, but we haven't seen anything of Jen. So let's see what Jen does on a day-to-day besides be mad at Mary for nothing, yell at Mary, and talk to Sharif and get in pep talks. What else do you do in your day?
Right. Yeah. I agree with Heather. I feel like she's that much needed moderator of the group. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was actually very curious about what Jen Shaw does it with her day, and what's her job in life. Like, I know her husband is a coach, but where does the money come from? Because I know she can't have that money by having a coach husband. Okay, I googled, and apparently she runs 3 companies. When does she run 3 companies? I just want to know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have all this stuff going for, like, you have, like, ma'am, I'm sorry, like, maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way, but when you rich, I'll be running my 3 companies from my house, my chalet, and I'll be chilling. I'm not gonna be running around here fighting with these other chicks. I'm not doing it.
I think she's just releasing her anger on everybody else around her, because she just wants her man at home with her. I feel like I didn't think they had a good relationship until I saw that scene when, like, he gave her that pep talk, and how well she received it and felt so much better afterwards. I feel like that's the kind of man she needs in her life, but just more present.
She is very lonely because her kids are getting older. They don't have any time for her. They're one is getting ready to go into medical school or something like that, and the other one is going into like high school or something like that. Like,
right.
They're replacing mom with girls.
Exactly, and that's why she wants to fit in with this group so badly. And it's not that she's jealous of Mary or wants to be the top dog. She just wants to look good while she's on TV and make some friends. And like she said, she was disappointed in Mary. I mean, like she said, the one person of color in that city that actually grew up in Utah, she really thought she had like a good connection with. And then to see that she's literally thinks she's God and better than anybody. And if you disagree with one word she says, then all of a sudden you're jealous, or you're anything. You're just not a good person. So I feel like all of her followers, in that church are just sheep, following her. And I feel sad for everybody there, really.
I don't feel sad for Mary. She deserves what she's getting.
Oh,
And
I don't
worse.
feel sad for her at all. I think she's evil.
She's just evil. She's playing. By the way,
She is the gift that keeps on giving, though.
I don't want those
All right,
gifts.
but
She
can
can
we
take
be
them
honest?
back. She can take them back.
Yeah.
What was that, Jamal? What was that, Jamal?
Let's give Mary some credit. Now, her white confessional look was, and her wig was on point. Can we give her that? I'm gonna give her that.
When?
That's the best she looked so far.
When was that wig on point? Tell me. I just want to know.
I
And
think
the
that's the one that
confessional,
had the best cut.
yes, in the confessionals, in her white outfit. We're gonna give her that. It may be the only thing she gets from me this season, but I'm gonna give it to her.
I cannot give it to her for a reason. You know why? Because with all the alleged money that she's embezzling,
Yeah.
she should get a better wig. She should get the best. Like she should get like a Nicki Minaj kind of wig, pink and blue and all that.
That's right.
With all that money, I want her to be walking around looking like Erica Girardi, like from Utah.
But here's
She's
not. She's not. But hold on. This season one, first season, they always come out looking a little rough until they learn and they grow. Because remember Karen Huger's wig season one? Woof.
I think it was like what, up to season 5?
I mean, it just takes them a little. It just takes a little time. I mean, I expect more from Mary too. I expect Mary when she had that Lupa green, green
with those black straps.
Oh no, the Lupa dress.
But okay, did you guys check out Mary's intro card? You know the intro cards they do from scene to scene?
No.
Okay, so y'all see how they did Mary in styling? They had her in a ballerina dress with a coat over it. I was like, why y'all do her like that?
Well, I think that she likes those ballerina dresses.
I was just like, why y'all do her like that though?
That chiffon.
Yeah.
Even
she always dresses in. No, go ahead, Stephanie. Go ahead.
Oh, I had to pause it 4 times because I almost thought that, on the intro where you see all the ladies holding the plate, I had to pause it because I thought Mary was not even there because I'm looking and I didn't see anybody that looked dark colored skin. And then I paused it and kept rewinding, paused it again, and there she is wearing white. Her whole body is covered. And all you can see is her white neck and her white face. So it looks like it's an all-white cast. Even Whitney looked darker than she did in the what do they call that? In the beginning, the intro.
Oh, the intro. Okay. Yeah.
Go back and look at that. You can't even tell there's anyone of color on the
She does appear very fair-skinned, and I hate to bring this up.
There's a problem.
Yeah, but oh dear. Oh wait, Black Lavender is here. Okay, can I drop you down, Sad Star? Because the system is obviously not on our side today. So just stay in the background. I'll bring you back up in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
No, you're still here, Stephanie. I'm gonna try to push for 4. Hi, Black Lavender.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
What's happening? Okay.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Jamal.
Hey, Black Lavender.
Hi.
Well, first of all, let's start off by going ahead and throw Mary right on in the dumpster where she belongs. That's exactly where she belongs, in the dumpster.
That's where
she over, Jen. You got company.
Oh no!
Right.
Did you get a fresh dumpster?
And if I was you, had I been Jen, I would have molly.
Tell us how you really feel, Black Lavender.
Yeah.
Black Lavender, are you still there? Darn.
Mm.
And I bet you he was gonna be good. Oh,
I know he had something good to say.
Did his sound go out?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Lavender, we can't hear you.
Oh, darn.
Try dropping. Can you drop him down? Try
Yeah,
bringing
I'm
him back
gonna
up.
drop him
See if
down.
that help us out.
Yeah.
Poor
Black
Jamal.
Lavender. Black Lavender. Ooh, can you try dialing back in again if I drop the link? Okay, let's drop the link again and let Black Lavender call in, because I'm sure if he was started out saying he was going to drop her in the dumpster, then yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for that too, Deb.
Oh
No,
my
but honestly,
God.
I feel like all the bloggers this week, just like Jamal said, it's been the same issue happening. And they weren't even having call-ins. It was a little hard. Some people you couldn't hear their mic. So yeah.
Well, what I'm
Stream
going to do is just like stick with one person at a time, and that's it.
Okay.
So, was there any?
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, Jamal.
I'm gonna date myself a little bit here. You know, y'all know how old I am. Do you guys remember The Sword and the Stone, the Disney movie?
Yes, I love
Do you
that.
remember the wizard duel between Madame Mim and Merlin?
Oh, you getting real deep now. No.
Okay, so basically, Madame Mim made the rules, but then she broke them. Like, and that's Mary.
That is Mary. You're right.
That's Mary. I'm gonna make the rules so I can break them. that's what I'm like.
It's exactly what she's doing. You got it right, Jamal.
Exactly. But I would say this though. I'm enjoying this show because you can see the women are friends and they have real issues. Like, I was not expecting to get a separation in season 1. Did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
The
And like,
Meredith.
poor Seth. I feel
Crying
so bad for
like
him.
that. Ooh, on national television. That's so sad.
And Meredith was upset too, even though I do think she is seeing somebody else, but I think it's more because she feels unappreciated by her husband. And she made some very valid points. She moved, like, picking up and moving your family. You got what, 3 kids? You gotta move your husband, yourself, and 3 kids. Like every couple of years, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And he wants her to do it again. She's like, well, no, I have my business here. Why do you think I want to up and move? And he's not validating her feelings. That is why she's like resistant, because he's not acknowledging like all that she's done, all that she's given up, the moves, the support, and he's not giving her that support back. And he's not getting that. He's focusing on himself pretty much completely. He's not asking like, what can I do better? What do you need? Like, how can I help you with your business while doing my own stuff? You know, I'm not seeing him offering that stuff. It's all about like what his needs are, what she should do, how he can help her. I think in her mind, she's like, after 10 to 15 years of this, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
And then even him comparing like his 100-employee business to her, that was condescending. Ugh. That was hard to watch in the car.
Oof.
Yeah, like your business isn't as important as mine, or maybe you're not making as much money as I am. Yeah.
And as badly as I felt for him, I couldn't feel too bad for him crying, because I'm like, sir, she's been telling you this for a minute. You could tell this has been going on for a little bit of time. This is nothing new. So for you to get up there on TV, boo-hooing, blowing snot, talking about, I don't want to separate, you should have been handled that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they've tried, because she just announced it, but I feel like they've been separated for a while. Did she mention at all that they've tried therapy or anything like that?
I think we lost a lot of that footage, because remember, we saw her picking him up at the airport and then cut, and then he's leaving.
Exactly.
And it seemed like he had been there a while. how I read that scene, I have a feeling that both of them checked out of this relationship when they decided to separate. And I believe that they might have had some sort of, you know, emotional or even physical interactions with others.
Yeah.
I think he realized too late the grass isn't always greener. And so now he's checking back into the relationship, and Meredith is like, hold up a minute. I'm not ready to check back in.
Yeah.
You know?
I
And
can see that.
she's holding her ground. And I hope it's not too late, because they seem like a really nice couple, but they need work. They need work. And I would like to hear them talk about therapy,
Yeah.
because
I
I
feel like that would be
haven't
the
heard that.
first thing that they do before just leaving and walking out like that, especially in that climate that they're in Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that surprised me a lot, actually. Hey,
Yeah.
Jamal, you're back.
Kind of, sort of. You guys are still on my end. Like I see black screens, and then
Oh,
the
really?
chat's not moving. Yeah, but I can hear. I can follow on my phone, but my phone. I would connect with my phone. My phone has that connection, but the laptop's generally better. But I think it's just a StreamYard issue overall.
Yeah. Okay, Stephanie, I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna bring up Sad Star and see what she has to say. But stay in the back room, because I'll try to bring everybody back up at least to say goodbye and final thoughts. Okay?
Sure, thank you.
All right. Hello, Jamal.
Yeah. See, on
Okay.
your right, Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel. But yeah, like you're still like for some reason, I'm not sure if you can see me, but I'm getting a black
I can see you.
screen. So
I can see you.
we could just run it like this. I'm good because I can follow my
Okay.
phone and keep. So it's
Okay.
good. Like we're not gonna stop the show just for some technical difficulties, but StreamYard needs to get their stuff together. But
Okay, and I dropped down Stephanie for a little bit, and I'm gonna bring up Sad Star. I'm only gonna do one at a time because it seems the connection is really fragile. And see what she thinks. Hey, Sad Star.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Jamal.
Well, I'm sorry about today. It's just so many technical issues.
Don't worry about it. Actually, I
Yeah.
just wanted to say that it's not only on StreamYard, because I'm actually setting up my own laptop for the live stream that I have at 3 with
hello.
yeah, I have a live stream on my channel.
Yeah.
With 82, we're gonna talk about Sherelle and Adams and Andrew's drama.
I was
Yeah.
watching 82 this morning.
Girl, he just popped up in my recommendations, and I was like, oh, who is this? And I just watched it, and I was like, I need to talk with this guy about this thing.
Yeah.
He's so good, and he's so nice, actually. I talked to him on Instagram, and he's so amazing, to be honest.
He's got some great perspectives on a lot of different issues. He's a good
True.
listener.
True. I hope everyone can tune in like a couple of hours, I think. Yeah, in a couple of hours. It's like at 3 in America, 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
So 3 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
So to be honest about Meredith and her husband, I don't want to sound vulgar, but I was like, maybe makeup sex can make everything better. But then I was like, nah, they've been together for way too long. Maybe it's just couples grow apart, you know?
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
they willingly walked away from each other. And I think he has decided he wants to come back. And I don't think Meredith is ready to come back.
Yeah.
I think she needs to resolve a lot of her issues that she has with Seth. But I think the only way that she can do that is by actually doing the therapy, doing the work.
Yeah.
Let's see. For AT2, it's just AT and the number 2, right?
Yep.
Tina?
82.
Yeah, it's A as in apple, T as in Tom, and the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jamal.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. So we were talking about Meredith, and you know, we don't think just, you know, getting back into the physical is going to help them.
It's not.
It's not. They really, like, I
Totally
agree
agree
with
with that.
Stephanie. Therapy is truly, truly needed. With regards to therapy, what did we all think of Whitney and her dad?
I just have something to say about Whitney taking her dad to Mary's church. I'm sorry, girl. What are you doing? That's not a holy place. That's not a holy place. And I'm saying this because I saw it before the allegations came out, and then I saw literally Mary going into an active seizure right then and there in front of all of these people, and they're cheering for it. That's not okay.
Oh, jeez.
First of all, what kind of no, the spirit of Jesus was not there. I'm just saying this.
Look, to each his own. I'm not a very religious person, but that might be someone else's cup of tea. You know, I just have a problem with Mary as a spiritual leader. I could not see myself going to her with a personal issue, because what kind of response would I get? Would she even want me to come into the door because I'm a person of color? I don't know.
She will let you come into the door.
Welcoming.
She will let you come into the door, but you'll have to pay like a fee, like before and after. Like you have to meet her, like before you meet her it's a $200, and after you meet her it's a $500, because this is a business. This is not a house of God. Okay, house of gods are not for free. Okay. Okay, Debbie.
That's true, but they're also a place where people should be able to go and seek guidance, you know, and seek help, refuge, you know. I just like, I don't get that from her. I don't get any empathy from her. I don't get any understanding of someone who might not be as wealthy as her. You know, like she's not very approachable to me. But that's just my feeling.
I just want to make a comment as a person. You guys know I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
And I take my religion, like I didn't believe in God, unfortunately, like before, and I didn't believe in my religion. But then when I started learning my religion by myself. Like I took time and I started learning everything moderately and by myself. And there's this comment that she made about she has the spirit of God inside of her or something like that. First of all, I don't think God embezzles money from people. Okay? And what is she talking about? Like she's talking about the spirit of Jesus inside of her. Jesus was the most humble, most amazing person with the other prophets to ever walk earth. Like he would never do anything that she does. So that's a lie. Now, I watched a video that her niece made. Her niece is on YouTube. And her niece said that she went and met her for the first time. And she was like, I went to church and it was weird. Okay? So this whole thing about Mary being a counselor or a person of God, it's a no-no for me. It just doesn't work. We don't see it. She just goes up the stage and has a seizure and comes down and people are throwing money at her like a stripper. That's what I see.
I don't know. Not everybody is suited to be a preacher or to, you know, be in theology. Like it's one thing to study religion, but then it's another to go up and actually preach the gospel. Although I'm not religious, I have attended various churches, various religious churches, and it takes a lot for you to capture and hold my attention throughout a service, and very few have. And I don't think Mary could do that because I don't think that she's genuine.
Me too. Me
And
too.
that's my only issue with her, not her religion, not what she does. She just doesn't come across as being genuine. And
That's what we see. That is what you and I see. And
yeah,
this is what we feel. And see, I don't know what the people at her church are seeing, because I know to each their own. They see something that I cannot see, or maybe we're different people, of course. But her the way she acts, the scandals, her family coming out and talking, and the way she carries herself in general, it's a big no for me. Now about her preaching style, it's horrible. I can say that, but it's just because she's not genuine. She's not. This is not coming from her heart. Plus, I've seen sermons before. I've seen stuff on the internet before. I watch them every Friday, like Muslim on the internet. And people don't need to be shouting, and people don't need to be screaming. They just need to be talking genuinely with their whole heart about the words of God and about the good things that God gives us and the blessings that we have that we do not see. And they don't need to overreact, and people are just sitting on the ground very humbly, and they would, like, you would see people crying. You would see people in tears. I have not seen any. Well, wait, did people on her church cry during the sermon?
I don't know. I
No?
was too busy looking at her.
Same.
I
Wait,
don't know.
Did Lisa show up in this episode?
Lisa. Oh
Did
yes.
she exist in this episode?
Yes. She had
Really?
the birthday party for her son, remember? At the bowling alley.
Oh, I
And
forgot about that.
then
So I didn't care.
yes. Well,
I didn't care.
it was
I just didn't.
at least she wasn't being condescending to other people. We were seeing her as a mom, and that was nice. Her youngest son had a birthday, and she made time for him, even though it was very close to Sundance. And then she was off the Sundance, and she was denying any calls that came in from the babysitter or the kids. So there you go.
Yeah, she's irrelevant.
Lisa. Yeah, that was Lisa in a nutshell.
Yeah, she's irrelevant. That's what she is. She doesn't give me that vibe. Like, Lisa's just lacking. Lisa's not there. Like, at least Whitney and Heather are giving me, women who are just trying to find their way in life. They give me that vibe. You know what I mean? Jen Shaw is just messy, and I love her for that. Mary's giving me more time, like more fun than Lisa. I'm enjoying my time with Mary more than Lisa, even though she's.
There's a lot to talk about and unpack with Mary. I think that's it. And it's the majority of it isn't really good.
Yeah.
With Lisa, I think she is trying to stay in control, and she doesn't want to let her image come down. It has to be perfect. Her marriage has to be perfect. Her kids have to be perfect. Like, she doesn't want anything negative come out about her from this series, but she wants all of the PR she can get for her liquor lines and her business. What do you think,
Here's the
Jamal?
thing, though. We have to remember this about Lisa. She has some insecurities. That's why she's overcompensating. I say insecurities because she wasn't born Mormon. So I have to, by her actions and her overcompensation, I have a feeling people may look down on her because she wasn't born into the Mormon faith.
I could see that, and she doesn't have the history, like the long family tree.
Right, like people still accept Heather to a degree because she's divorced. It's okay, but she got divorced from a very powerful Mormon family, but she's from a very prominent Mormon family, so she's still okay. She's not where she was in the social standing, but she's still okay. Whereas someone like Lisa really has to fight hard and keep up that image because she wasn't born into it. She doesn't have that lineage. She doesn't have that background, so she's going to do everything she can not to look bad. She's gonna do everything she can to be the perfect Mormon, and that's what she strives to be.
Okay. Priya, thank you for reminding me about this. That BS story about the Rolex.
Tell me about it. I didn't notice it. Tell me what happened.
Okay, it's when Lisa and her husband were discussing the Meredith separation from Seth. And she had made some comment about, they all go through, ups and downs. We've got to work on it. And then she said some story about her getting into an argument with her husband and throwing his Rolex out of the car window while they were driving. And I was just like, all right, okay.
That sounds like something I would do. What the heck?
Yeah, but I still don't find it very interesting or relatable with her. She just doesn't do it for me. Maybe later on in the season she won't be as dull, but I think she's going to have to let go some control,
Same.
and open herself up and her family, other than going through drive-throughs. I need a little bit more from Lisa.
You know what these ladies need in their life right now to spice up this season? They need to leave
What?
Utah and they need to take themselves to Tokyo. You remember that Japanese male stripper?
Japanese. What show was that on?
I think it was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They left Atlanta, they went to Tokyo, and they had this Japanese male stripper, and it was the wildest thing that I have ever seen in the series. They need that in their lives. It was an amazing episode. I don't know if anyone remembers it or not.
Well, I don't know if Mary could hold two sets of strippers in one season, because she nearly, had a seizure when she saw the strippers at Whitney's party. So
Yeah, she doesn't like
don't
them,
know.
but she likes them old. That's why.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. Why is she offended when Jen Shaw? I'm sorry for the word, y'all. I'm gonna cuss. But like, why was she offended when Jen Shaw was like, "Oh, you're a grandpa fucker"? That's why. It's a fact.
Yes,
It's not a lie. It's not an allegation.
it is. I mean,
Why is she offended?
because I don't think she's acknowledging the truth of her situation. She's tried so hard to rewrite history, and she doesn't want anybody to bring that up. Yes, he is not her biological granddad, but you are still, commingling your grandma's coochie juice with yours. Like,
Exactly.
it's gross. Like, when I was born, all of my grandparents were dead, but I could not see myself laying down with anyone who was married to a grandparent of mine. It just, like, why would I be attracted to them? They were part of the family.
It's one of the
Debbie,
big.
she wasn't attracted.
Yeah, because she did
She
say
was
it
willed.
took 2 years.
That's a lie.
She was willed.
Everybody in that family, her uncle, her brother, her niece, her nephew, all of these people that came and spoke out, they were like, our grandma would not will her to marry her husband. It just doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, Jamal, I know she said that, but like, there's a lot of inconsistencies in everything that she says. Like, what grandma does that?
Willed, though. Willed.
I want to see that will. That will had to have been registered at the county clerk's office or something. I want to see that documentation. What page, what paragraph, that's slavery. I'm sorry. Like, we cannot will human beings to other human beings.
Exactly. Thank you.
What are we saying here? And how does she think that makes it okay?
Every time she says that, I look at her like, you're still going with this? But do you guys remember when they first said it? The look that he gave Mary when she said that, he looked at her like, he just kind of chuckled. I was like, okay, this is what we're going with.
Yeah.
And every time they tell a story about that, it's different. It's like he said, "Oh yeah, she told me that that her girls will take care of me." Take care of you how?
No, no,
Feed,
there were
feed
two
you
stories.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, give you sponge baths, help you with your diapers, become your sex slave, like help you how? She's
No,
saying that she's been willed, then grandma told her to do it. Then it took 2 years. The wedding night, she was crying. She couldn't do it. She said she had a period for 30 days. What is wrong with this whole scenario?
I want to say something. She said it was her grandma's will, and she was going with her grandma's will. Like she was fine with it. That was at the beginning. She said what this one story, and then she was like, we were not sure, but he was supposed to marry my mom, but then he decided to marry me, and my mom wanted to marry him, but he didn't want my mom, so he married me. And I was like, hold up, what about the will? And then she said another story about there was, I don't know, someone said something about prophets in that church, that the prophets saw it happening. And I'm just like, wait, so is it the will? Is it the grandma? Is it the prophets? Or is he just a pervert?
I it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
The stories, how she could go into it willingly or even unwillingly, I that's horrid, and in some small way I feel bad for Mary, because if she didn't want to do it, if she didn't want to do it, my God, what a sad life she's led for 20 years. And all she could do is justify by saying, look at the great life that I have, meaning the wealth and the nice house and my son. But you're living miserably.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
believe the
Jamal.
story. Go ahead, Jamal.
But here's the thing though, people like want to blame Mary, blame this, blame that, and I understand that, but it's kind of fun how they leave out the part that they were having secret meetings about exactly what should happen with her. Her family actually held meetings about what should we do in the situation. So people need to not forget that part of her family went along with this. And I hate the fact that they do not say that. They always want to blame Mary and the husband. No, some of y'all siblings have something to do with this. So the people who came out said like, well, half of our family was like this, and the other family's like, no, that's wrong. So how are y'all all blaming this on Mary?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she's the culprit. She's the easiest to blame. But let's not forget, as a family, some of y'all colluded to do this, to keep that money in that family. So let's not play pretend.
Yeah.
But how do we know if they colluded to this? Since her brothers are not talking to her, her nephews are not talking to her, they were like kind of excommunicated from this whole thing.
No, it's not her siblings. It's her aunts and uncles who put all this together. Half of them were on one side, half of them were on the other. It's not her siblings at all. No, that's what people forget. It's her mother's. It was like her mother's brothers and sisters who were involved in that range.
Was that because the mother was also vying for the hand of Granny's second husband? It was between her mother and her?
But her mom was also married at the time. Her mom wasn't divorced. Mary's mom, that Mary said that she had a fight with her mom about the husband, her mom was also married.
This is so confusing.
But it was Mary's mother was completely against it. She said, "What are you talking about? This is insane. No." And Mary was married. So what they did was, once I guess the family literally had a vote, the way I understand it, had a vote, sent Dana away, kicked him out along with the divorce from the interview I saw, and that was that. And there was also like allegedly they were together before the grandmother died anyway.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So that's not my whole thing. My whole thing is this: like we're getting pieces of the puzzle from different family members. So bits and pieces are true, but basically we can't just crucify Mary because if you piece everything together, the family, or at least some of the family, had a hand in this situation. So we just can't pile on Mary in this regard. And that's what I really want people to remember. Look, taking everything you hear or read, piece it together, see what fits, what doesn't, and realize Mary didn't enter this on her own, and she said that herself. Her family had a hand in doing this to her. Yes, as an adult, you want to do your own thing, but I can see how you can be pressured, because she seemed to be kind of young at the time, to be pressured into doing something like this. So my thing is just this: we can give our commentary, our criticisms, but it should never be all one-sided or against someone. You're just taking everything. Because I'm looking at, like, when I heard the different interviews, I'm like, this kind of weird, very weird. I'm like, okay, based on what I'm hearing, you as a family, you're part of this too, but you're not claiming your part, or you're not naming the other people who are involved.
Okay. Well, Sad Star, do you have any final thoughts?
I agree with Jamal to an extent, but if someone gave you that kind of ultimatum, like, oh, we're a family, you have to marry your grandma's husband, a sane person would say no and walk the fuck away. Period.
That's why I said Mary's not blameless. In the situation, I'm just saying we can't just dogpile just on her.
Yeah, I think we're missing a lot of the real story, and I think over the past 20 years, it's probably gotten twisted up into a lot of tiny knots. But there's something isn't right about this whole situation, and it's sad because in the end, it all boils down to money.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, end of the day.
Okay, Sad Star, I'm gonna drop you down.
Wait, I wanted to say something first.
Yes, please do.
For everyone who's like here, go subscribe to my channel, Sad Star Podcast, and wait for me and AT2 on my channel. In 2 hours, we're gonna be going live to talk about Sherelle, Joan Yates maybe, and we're gonna be talking about minor ass Andrew and his fake pearls and his fake statement, because that statement was written by a 12-year-old.
Oh dear.
Don't miss it, guys. Do not miss it.
That's why you have to remember, you owe me a video for our new channel as well.
I know. I was gonna send you the video for Family Chantel, but guess what? TLC came to my channel and manually copyright claimed my videos.
I saw that.
Oh my God.
As in a person from TLC, he claimed them.
Oh dear. Well,
yep, they do that. So Sad Star, you can send me, like, if you want to send me today's live, or any video you want, just email it over and we'll upload it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure I have on my notifications so I don't miss that.
Okay.
All right, my love. Talk to you next
Bye-bye.
time. Bye.
You too.
Oh,
Hey, Stephanie.
hey.
Oh my God. I know you were avidly listening in the background because I saw you like nodding your head and everything. So
I was talking to myself, I think.
I know. What are your thoughts on this whole like Mary thing? It's just so uncomfortable if you think about it.
Yeah, I grew up in a church, and it was a non-denominational church, and anyone was welcome. So we didn't, discriminate towards any denomination. And it was kind of the same. I'm not going to say the same, but that whole like speaking in tongues and, people falling over, and, the pastor would put your hand on your head and then you're supposed to like fall back. And as a kid, I was like the leader of the dance team, and we would dance, and it was a band, and it was a whole, a fiasco. They did take, 10% of our earnings, but it wasn't brainwashing. I will say, at least, I never knew if I believed the whole tongue speaking thing, because then I would do it and I'm like, I feel like I'm making this up, but I'll just keep doing it, trying to fit in. And honestly, I feel like I agree with Sad Star. It's better to just do religion at home, study the Bible, study whatever you believe in, and then find a way to implement it into your life. I mean, and you can even take different, religions from all over the place. I don't think we'll ever get the real story with Mary, with all those interviews that they did. I mean, even if, let's pretend that we believe that she was willed to marry, her step grandfather. Even if that was the case, like she said, she didn't have to do that. My grandma wrote a will. I didn't have to abide by. In fact, a lot of people didn't abide by what was written, and they have yet to find that will. So I think it's shredded up somewhere, and it's nowhere to be found on purpose, because I feel like they conned out like the whole family out of the money, and that's a normal thing. And so yeah, I think she's going to do the same thing with the cast. I feel like if she has that ability to have all these followers at the church to follow every word that she says, I hope that the whole cast doesn't, follow her like sheep. Like, I just really hope that doesn't happen.
I don't think so, because I agree with you. And here's what really bothers me about Mary. Mary is justifying all of her past decisions by saying, look at this amazing life of wealth that I have now. And that's sad to me.
Yeah. And that's what happens though. These preachers, they get so wealthy, and all of a sudden you see the church just, disintegrating. Like the playground is not up to date. Nothing is being fixed, but yet the preachers and the family are getting new houses and boats and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I can't go into the church really anymore. I don't trust them like I used to.
I would fear for these ladies getting caught up in her spell, and whatever draw she has. But I think the Mormon religion has pretty much got them on lockdown.
Exactly. They're all on lockdown, I guess. You're right.
Even the one that's been excommunicated, Whitney.
Yeah.
She's
even
a tough little one.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think she could sway these girls, even if she was on her best day. I don't think she'll get anywhere with them.
Except for Whitney's dad, and that's who I'm afraid of.
Well, he's in the sober house now.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, listen, when he went there, I feel he was on the cusp of slipping.
I know.
So he was ripe for picking. He needed somebody. So right now we're replacing Mary with the sober house, and he's in good hands.
Thank God. Yes. Maybe the producers had a hand in that, because Whitney's been flipping the bill, and I know that rehab is nuts, especially for as many years as that man has been alive. So I'm glad at least that he's doing this now for himself. I don't know who's flipping the bill, but at least it isn't Whitney. Hopefully it's him, like she says. Yeah. And I hope he gets the help he needs. Yeah. And I'm glad that there is that in Utah, because in a lot of places you really don't find that kind of help unless you pay a lot of money.
There's a lot of money in Utah, and drugs are everywhere. So I am glad that they and it looks like a very nice facility. It kind of looks like an airplane hangar.
I was a little curious. I was like, is this religion related as well? I was hoping it wasn't like a Mormon type facility or some type of religious facility, but they didn't go into that.
Yeah.
I didn't do the research. Jamal, did you do the research?
For what part?
Yeah. The facility that I can't remember his name, but Whitney's dad went to.
The sober living place, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping they have a hairdresser there.
I know. Maybe they'll make him buzz it.
They could start with him, and then Mary could go to visit, and they could maybe help her. I don't know.
Yes. I know Mary needs like a psych ward. I think a little bit bigger than a sober living place.
Oh my God. Hi, Pearl. Yeah, the episode, it had so many things going on. I was happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I was happy with it. Oh my God. And did we miss anything with you, Stephanie? I mean, I think we got to everybody, but was there anything that you want to discuss?
You know what? Not really. I feel like the biggest thing that stood out to me in that episode was the lunch. And then the sober living. I thought it was really awesome that Whitney was able to pick her brother up that was, I don't know, 3 times the size of her almost,
Oh
and
my
swing
God.
them down like that. That was impressive, I will say. But
Yes.
besides that, no, it was very lackluster. Like Jen, that was a boring. I mean, yes, I'm so happy that her son, her cute son, he had fun. I mean, he got a strike. That was amazing. She looked like she was trying to be entertained by it, but I don't think she really was. That was a little bit boring. But yeah, I think we touched on all the heavy stuff. I think it's very odd that Mary has like all of her servants are, I mean, they're like either white or Hispanic. I don't know. There's something weird about her. I'm trying to figure her out. And those 7-Eleven comments, not happy about. I feel like she doesn't believe she's black. Like I don't understand. I don't understand her. I don't know if I ever will. But.
You know what it is? I just think Mary's not happy being Mary. It's irrelevant of the color thing, even though some could question that. But I just don't think she's happy with who she is or who she thinks she is. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't
all
think
of
she was
us have
before, and especially not now.
Like all of us have work to do on ourselves, but Mary's got a lot of issues. And I think they've been suppressed for a very long time.
And that's what happens. Yeah.
I think she could do well with some therapy just to talk things out.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, I think we hit everybody now. That's everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather is just being the moderator, the mediator that everybody needs, in a show to have everybody's back and bring everybody together. I feel like that's her role in this show. Do you agree with that, Jamal? Oh, maybe he can't hear us.
Heather's that friend. Heather's that friend that you need in every group. She's the one who's gonna be open, honest, but still be friends with everybody. So you need to have her in your group. So she's the most mature of all of them. And then Whitney.
I agree.
So they need her because they will all be fighting with each other all the time.
Exactly. And that's why I think she's necessary to the group. Jen, I'm a little tired. Did you see her on Watch What Happens Live? With her, I love this. I love this. I mean, she can't stop with that.
It was Lisa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Lisa, yes.
Yeah. I could only take her in small doses.
I know. And did you see how Meredith switched up her hair too so that they didn't look like? Did you watch What Happens Live?
No, I saw who was coming on and I refused to watch because I had that problem. Like the first whole episode, I thought they were the same person. I thought it was Meredith.
Me too.
And
I didn't think Jenny. I mean, I didn't think. What's her? I don't even know her name.
Lisa's the one from New York. Yeah.
I didn't even think Lisa Tequila existed. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I very small doses, but I would love to see more of her son, who thinks the first the one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not watch porn.
I know. I was like, is that really what they're teaching them? Because she went on with it. Like he said, all of the commandments that he had said weren't any of the 10 commandments.
Yeah.
So I was a little curious, is that what they believe in? I was
cut down his sugar intake. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, him and me both.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Jamal, any final thoughts on Lisa's little worm, her little boy? I don't know his name. I just remember him doing the worm.
I didn't pay attention to Lisa this episode because she didn't really give me anything. So yeah, I completely ignore all her segments.
I think that's why I keep forgetting her name.
Child, I'm in the same boat.
She gives very good one-liners. It's just this wasn't her episode, though. I think that's really what it was. She wasn't the focus of this episode because she was the focus of a couple episodes. I think do that. Like we'll give you these episodes, give you a break. Now probably next episode or two she'll the next episode is about her and Sundance and all that good stuff. So we'll probably get the more like TV Lisa. I guess you could say there'll be more about her, more meat to her.
Yes, you're right. Oh, and did you all catch Lala in the teaser for next week's episode?
Lala
from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, really?
Please tell me you
She's
guys
doing a
saw her.
crossover. I
Yes.
heard someone mentioning it, but I didn't know who it was.
Yes. So
Lala.
it was Lala and Lala Kent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's when Heather ends up. I don't know if Lala brought this man or not, but that's when she went with her tall drink of, or what do they call it? Tall, dark glass of water. What are they? I don't know. Whatever. That beautiful young man. They left and they walked out the door together. The man that she keeps describing that she wants, you know.
Wait, isn't she married and pregnant or something? Maybe
No,
I have the wrong person.
with the man.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
I know. So I'm really stoked about next week's episode.
I hope we get to see the next day.
I know, me too. I just want her to get hers, you know.
I want to see how she walks.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That was so bad. So bad.
I'm worse than you. I'm just trying to be really good.
We could be bad next time and make Jamal blush.
Yeah, that's not possible.
Oh my God. Stephanie, thanks so much for dialing in. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're doing Southern Charm. And Ablavi has promised us that she's going to go in on Mary tomorrow.
Okay, yes, I heard that. Okay,
yeah, we're giving her a pass because it's her birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to go party it up.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna see you tomorrow for sure.
Yes, definitely. Thank you guys. Bye, Jamal. Bye, Debbie.
Bye. All right. Oh Lord, let me take this down. I totally forgot. Any final thoughts, my friend?
No, that's it. This was a decent episode.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Looking forward to next week.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, to everyone in the chat, thanks for coming in. Please hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down button if you didn't like it. Leave us some comments. Tell your friends about us. Don't forget to hit up Sad Star in about 2 hours. And we'll see you tomorrow. What say you, Jamal?
That is it. Get these last little comments out the way, or good to go.
You're still going through the comments? Sorry, I got stuck.
It's okay.
Oh, there we go. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, like tomorrow is Vancouver, which I'm enjoying, and then Southern Charm, which is gonna be mad, but I can deal with it for our subscribers, so I'm happy.
All right, so I'll chat with you tomorrow.
All right. Oh, Substars.